Listen. There are nights when you sit alone, staring at the ceiling, asking yourself why life feels so distant. You've tried, you've fought, you've bled into your work, into relationships, into your own ambition, and yet the rewards seem delayed, the respect withheld, the peace unreachable. Every man knows this feeling, the hunger for more, but the despair of not knowing how to grasp it. The mistake is this: you think the world will give itself to you when you push harder. But the world bends not to desperation, it bends to discipline. And this is the wisdom of the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, Musonius Rufus, Hierocles, men who understood that fortune does not favor the loudest, but the calmest, that life does not yield to the anxious hand, but to the steady one. Today, I want to share with you 7 Stoic rules that, if lived, will shift how the world responds to you. Not tricks, not gimmicks, but principles of gravity. And once you embody them, you won't need to chase what you want. It will move toward you. Rule 1. Control what is yours, release what is not. Most men exhaust themselves in battles they cannot win. They curse the weather, the market, the betrayal of a lover, the indifference of society. They fight shadows. But Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Epictetus built his whole philosophy on this divide. What is up to us, and what is not? When you stop wasting energy on the uncontrollable, you concentrate your force. Musonius Rufus, often called the Roman Socrates, said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That's the key. The man who governs his inner world is immune to chaos, and nothing is more attractive than a man who cannot be shaken. Rule 2. Detach from outcomes, commit to actions. Most men chase the fruits and forget the soil. They grasp at money, women, validation, while neglecting the discipline of planting seeds. Epictetus warned, "Seek not for events to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen." The man who acts without clinging to results radiates strength. He plays the long game. He knows that outcomes are not his property, only effort is. Cleanthes, the Stoic who followed Zeno, said, "Lead me, O Zeus, and thou, O Destiny, to whatsoever place I am appointed by you. I will follow without hesitation. This isn't surrender, it's power." The man who accepts outcomes and commits only to action becomes rare, and rarity attracts all things. Rule 3. Practice voluntary hardship. Soft men break when life grows hard. Strong men rehearse hardship until it no longer frightens them. Seneca urged, "Set aside certain days for living as if you were poor, and ask yourself, is this what I feared?" When you strip away comfort willingly, you train your spirit. Hunger teaches you that food is not your master. Cold teaches you that warmth is not essential. Silence teaches you that noise is not necessary. Hierocles, another Stoic, reminded his students that we must draw the circles of concern inward to discipline the self before expanding outward to the world. Hardship contracts the circles. It cleanses the unnecessary. And when you've proven to yourself that you can live with little, you attract much, because abundance clings to those who no longer need it. Rule 4. Rule your emotions, or they will rule you. Anger, jealousy, lust, fear. These are tyrants that sit quietly in the mind until they suddenly demand everything from you. Marcus Aurelius said, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." The man who remains steady when insulted, patient when delayed, silent when provoked. He frightens the world with his composure. People can manipulate the emotional, but not the immovable. Epictetus reminded, It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And Musonius Rufus sharpened it further. Anger, if not restrained, is often more hurtful than the injury that provokes it. Emotional mastery is not about suppression, it's about direction. A river controlled can generate power. A river uncontrolled can destroy villages. Which river are you? Rule 5. Live by principle, not by convenience. Most men bend with the wind. They speak of values but betray them for comfort, approval, or pleasure. But Seneca warned, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it." Living by principle means you are guided by a compass, not a weather vane. Honor, discipline, truth. These do not bend, even when the world pressures you. Heracles wrote that we must treat our own souls as we would our dearest kin. To betray your principles is to betray your own blood. And when you live with integrity, the world may not always like you, but it will respect you. And respect is more enduring than applause. Rule 6. Guard your attention like a treasure. In Rome, men feared thieves of coin. Today, men ignore thieves of mind. Distraction is the new poverty. Endless noise, comparison, entertainment, these leech the one currency you can never replenish: focus. Epictetus said, "You become what you give your attention to." If you feed your mind with triviality, you will become trivial. If you feed it with strength, you will grow strong. Musonius Rufus reminded, "We begin to lose our character when we spend too much time with men who are frivolous." Attention is not just about screens, it's about who you allow into your soul. Guard it, spend it wisely, because a man with concentrated attention can bend the world. Rule 7. Walk with time beside you. Most men live as if their days are endless, and so they waste them. The Stoics practiced memento mori, remember that your time is limited. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Time is not an enemy, but a mirror. It reveals the urgency of now. The man who knows his hours are numbered does not beg, does not fear, does not shrink. He lives awake, present, unshakable.